Hi everybody, I'm Paddy Hunter-Murphy, and this is the Senior Pickleball Tips Podcast, where we discuss everything pickleball as it relates to us seniors.
Now we're going to be looking at the return of serve. Arguably the most important shot in pickleball. So the return of serve is vital if you want to win that point. Now let me explain. Serving is important, but it very rarely gives the serving team an advantage. But the return of serve can do and should do in your game. And at all levels, even if you're a beginner, the return of serve is important. If you're a 4.0, or God forbid, even better than that, the return of serve is probably the most important shot. So what have you got to do? So let's look at the court positioning when you're about to receive a serve. You're, let's say, on the right-hand side about to receive a serve. Your partner is up at the kitchen line. The serving person is right at the back of their court, as is their partner, right at the back. Because, as you know, when you hit the ball for the return, it has to bounce. We all know that. It has to bounce before they can hit the ball. So the advantage is with you. Now, the whole purpose of the return of serve is to give you time to get up to the kitchen line to join your partner. Now, to do that, we'll be looking at that in a little more detail, but to do that, you've got to hit it long and you've got to hit it deep. And that's why the server and their partner stay right back, because that's what they're expecting. And that's fine, because that, generally speaking, 95% of the time is what you need to do. You have to hit it long and you have to hit it deep, as far back as you can, consistently. Always in pickleball, consistently. You've got to hit it long and deep consistently. Now, that brings you into the kitchen line with your partner, and you have the advantage. Obviously, we're going to be looking at volleying and all kinds of things in other episodes, but let's just stick right now with the return of serve. So you want to take that advantage. So let's look a little bit at the techniques for a great return of serve. First of all, let's look at footwork and the ready position. So you need to start in a neutral ready position with your knees bent, weight on the balls of your feet, your paddle out in front of you. Don't have your paddle too much nor too little in front of you. I know that's a bit of a misnomer. Bend your elbows, relax. Now, as the server prepares to hit the ball, try to anticipate where that serve might go. All right, try and be a little ready for it. They might just serve it in exactly the same spot every time, and that could be to your advantage. Chances are they will serve it high and deep, especially if they listen to the episode about the serve, as possibly you did as well. So they will try and hit it long and deep. Now, so be ready for it. And if you can prepare yourself, and if you can try to anticipate where they're going to serve, that can really help. Stay low and use a small split step as the server strikes the ball. Basically take a small hop to land on the balls of your feet and slightly bend your knees. This gives you the chance to go left, to go right, forward or backwards. They could serve a little snidey drop serve, so you need to be ready for that. But most of the time, they should be hitting it long and deep. So here's a tip: early positioning. Stand a few feet behind the baseline to give yourself time to react. Adjust your position depending on the depth of the serve. Now, you need a consistent contact point. So aim to strike the ball at sort of waist height with a relaxed and controlled swing. If you're reaching too high or too low for the ball, that can lead to errors. So be careful. Keep your wrist firm and stable. Flicking the wrist or over swinging leads to loss of control. Just keep it simple. Beginners and novices, literally just hit a flat return. Get it back, right? Don't swing back too much. This is a tip. Don't swing back too much before you're striking. Us tennis players, we swing right back. We take our arms right back and we give the thing a great big whack. Don't do that. You're swinging back to the side of your body and then rapidly hit forward. Okay? You can't afford the time to be swinging all the way back. Now let's look at the grip and the paddle angle. Generally use a continental grip, and that can be known as a hammer grip. Like, pick up the paddle and pretend you're nailing a nail into a piece of wood, and that's good enough. If you're a tennis player, you might want to look at Eastern grip or semi-Eastern grip for your returns, but you should know what that means, so I won't get into all of that right now. So this grip, these grips will provide a balance of control and power, and they allow you to comfortably return from both forehand and backhand. And we're going to look at that in a minute about forehands and backhands. Right, so maintain a relaxed grip on the paddle. Okay, firm but relaxed, around about a 4 or 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. This helps you with the control and maneuverability. And remember, the paddle should be up and in front of your body in a neutral position, so you're ready to go to your backhand or to your forehand. Right, maintain a slightly open paddle face to ensure a smooth trajectory over the net, okay, especially when you're dealing with low serves. So you may get a serve that comes in quite low and it might slice away, it might spin away. Let's say if you're on the left-hand side and you're right-handed, it might spin away on your backhand. What do you do about that? Well, it's very simple. There's a tip. You need to get to the ball. Don't reach out your arm and try and get to it and use your wrist to flick it over. You need to move your feet and you need to get to the ball. At our tennis club here in Surrey in Reigate, there used to be an old gentleman called Derek the Crab. And he was called Derek the Crab. God bless him, he's no longer with us. He was such a popular, lovely old guy. He was called Derek the Crab because he moved his feet the whole time. He was always on his toes. He was always jumping up and down whenever, even if the ball was coming nowhere near him. He was like that the whole time. And that meant he moved like a crab, backwards, sideways, forwards. And you need to nurture your Derek the Crab. And you need, if you get a low serve against you, you need to get down there, move your whole body and get down under that ball and then get it back over the net. Okay, right, let's look at forehand versus backhand. Obviously, if the ball comes to your dominant side, which is generally for 98% of players, forehands are your dominant side. Use a controlled forehand stroke, right? Focus on keeping the ball deep by aiming for the baseline. We'll look at that in a minute. So if the ball goes right to your backhand, right over to your backhand, well, you need to hit a backhand return. You can run around and take it on your forehand. And I would recommend this. Again, you can find your Derek the Crab and you can get around and you can return it on your forehand. That is generally a pretty good thing. And get used to doing that. Find your Derek the Crab and get over there and use your forehand. That can help enormously. It is generally your dominant stroke as opposed to your backhand. So use that forehand if you can. However, if it's going to your backhand, you have to hit a backhand return. Most people, honestly, the advice is hit it flat and get it over. Don't worry too much about slicing it or trying to spin it. Just hit it flat and get it over, especially if it's wide on your backhand. Get over there generally with a one-handed backhand if you've got one, and get it over. Now, what are the advantages of a one-handed backhand and the advantages of a two-handed backhand? Now, I'm lucky. I got to say, I've got both. That's because my latter years of tennis, I was getting a bit old, like a lot of us. The power I had on my single backhand from the back of the court just wasn't enough against the young guns I was playing with. So it took me 7 years to learn to hit a backhand. And my very, very good friend Eamon helped me with that. And we hit, I don't know, I suppose I hit my 10,000 balls and I learned a double backhand. And I brought that into pickleball. So I am lucky. I have the single backhand, which means I can reach wide and get it back. And I have the double backhand, which means if a ball maybe isn't very long, it's mid-court, I can come in and I can hit it pretty hard with a double backhand. So whether you've got a double backhand or a single backhand, over time, if you're up for it, I would say to you, try and develop the other one. So over the next couple of years, if you've got both double and single backhands, that can be a great help. Okay, so let's look at the deep return. Now, I'm going to say this a lot, those two words, the deep return, okay? The golden rule of the return of serve is hitting it deep into your opponent's court, ideally near their baseline, and hit it down the middle for safety, or if you can, hit it to one of their backhands. This pushes the serving team back and forces them to hit a more difficult third shot. There it is in a nutshell. I may as well just stop the podcast now. I may as well just sit here and not say anything else. I'll just sit here, have my tea. It's all very nice. That's all you need to know. No, not really. But that is the golden rule. Return of serve, hit it deep into your opponent's court. That is the golden rule of the return of serve. Hit it deep into your opponent's court. That's it. Try and do that, please. Now, focus on using your legs and body rotation to generate power. And this allows you to send the ball deep, there's that word again, without overexerting or risking an error. Now, we're seniors. We're getting on in years. I'm 66, and you're thinking, my body used to be fantastic. It's not so good now. It's not so fast. Well, when you return serve, you need to join your partner at the kitchen line. You need to get it deep. So also hit it high. Hit it deep and hit it high. And this gives us seniors a little more time to get to the kitchen line. And that high return just gives you that time. So please, a good standard return is hit it deep and hit it high to allow you to join your partner at the kitchen line. Okay, there are other returns, right? There's the drive return. If a ball comes into your service box and you're pretty ready for it, and it isn't too deep, and maybe it's bouncing really nicely, it's got a bit of height off the bounce, okay, you could return that with a drive. You could hit the ball hard and you could hit it low. This can force mistakes from your opponents, all right? Generally speaking, hit it deep and hit it high. However, a drive return can be a good alternative. Don't take a big backswing, remember, hit the ball down the middle or sometimes maybe to the server's backhand, but hit it consistently. If you can put some top spin onto your hard drive, This does make it especially difficult to return back. So remember though, the serve is probably the most important shot, right? Probably the most important shot in the rally. So do it well, do it consistently. Now, as a beginner, focus on the deep return. 90% of your returns need to be deep and high. How many more times am I going to say that? Okay, another kind of return is the drop return. Don't do this too regularly. Don't make this a thing, because it is, once people get used to it, it is quite easy to counter. But it can make a nice surprise shot. Okay, so if the ball's, you're about to return the serve, the ball's coming into your service box, it's not that long. It may be quite high, but it's not that long, and maybe it's bouncing really nicely. You can just drop it over the net. Your opponents are standing back. They're waiting for your deep, high return, which should be happening 90% of the time. Paddy, how many times have you said that? Should be happening 90% of the time, but you could put in a little drop shot there if you feel confident about it, especially if you're a few points ahead maybe in the game. I don't know, the score might be 7-2 or something like that, and it's worth a little bit of a risk. So it's worth looking at, but make sure you can execute that shot. Okay, do not try a drop return from the very back of the court. If the serve is deep and high and maybe you're running backwards, do not even think about a drop return. That's crazy talk. Just get it back as best you can, deep and high. Okay, let's look at spin and placement. Now, you can use top spin or you can use slice on your return. It's as an extra layer of difficulty for your opponents. A top spin return can jump high and force them back, whilst a slice can stay low, making it tough to hit an aggressive third shot. So bear these things in mind, okay? But please don't get into the habit of slice on your backhand the whole time. It's good every now and again, but basically hit the ball flat, or if you can with a bit of top spin, either one-handed or two-handed. We'll be looking obviously at the forehand and the backhand drives at another episode, but don't just slice it all the time. Again, if you do slice, try and hit it deep, okay? Hit it deep. Work on placement. Placement always is better than power, but you can put it down the line as well, especially to the server's partner. If they're right-handed, it would go into their backhand. So look at that. But at the end of the day, what are the two words on the return of serve? Deep and high. That's what you need to be thinking of. Okay, so good luck with the return of serve. Most important point in the rally. Some people would argue against that, but I think it's the most important point of the rally. It sets up everything. It gives you the chance to get into the kitchen line and dominate the net. That's what you need to do. And that's the way to win pickleball games. Not that winning is the be-all and end-all of everything. Remember that. Winning is one thing, but having fun is where it really counts. All right, everyone. Listen, it's been fabulous to be with you. You take care, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Senior Pickleball Tips podcast, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Now remember, we've got the Facebook group, we've got the seniorpickleballtips.com website, so please head on there if you want to be more involved. It would be great to see you. Okay, my senior pickleball tips friends, paddle up, stay safe, and most importantly, have fun. Don't want to miss an episode? Please subscribe to Senior Pickleball Tips podcast on iTunes, Apple, and also on Spotify. And please leave a rating and review. All right, guys, listen, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.